Hey, you guys. It's so good to know you're still here, even if we made the faces of our kids unrecognizable in all our videos. Some of you have asked why we do so. In today's video, I will explain and answer some other questions. So let's get started while I go for a walk with the kids. Our kids are the cutest kids ever. I mean, most moms and dads think so about their own children. So why wouldn't we share their faces with the whole world? Well, there are two main reasons for that. Firstly, we think it could be dangerous if children are too present on the internet. Secondly, we just don't feel that we have the right to decide for them. So let's get into that danger first. We don't show our kids in delicate situations. But in today's world, with artificial intelligence, you can easily invent situations and produce videos of things that have never happened. And I just don't want my kid's face to end up in the darknet, to be material for scam videos or anything similar. And to be honest, we all don't know how exactly artificial intelligence will be developing in the next years. So I can't really imagine what could happen. And as you know, the internet never forgets, so my kids wouldn't be able to delete anything later. Another reason for not showing our kids' faces online is that I don't want my kids to be kind of famous as long as they can't understand what comes with that. Many famous people become depressed and try to have a life far from spotlight. But as they are already famous, that's impossible. There is probably a reason why some famous people don't ever show their kids' faces online. But if we are so scared, why don't we blur our own faces, you might ask yourselves. Well, we already have some experience with the internet and with life. We know about some of the dangers, but also about some of the chances. And most importantly, we know that we don't know everything. So we are able to make a considered decision. And we decided for ourselves that the positive aspect outweighed the negative ones. So we'd show our faces. But why not the kids' ones? Where is the difference? And do we actually have the right to show our kids' pictures online? Yes, we do. In Switzerland and maybe in other countries as well, the law is clear. Every person owns their own pictures. But up to the age of 14, parents own the right of their children's pictures. So the parents have full freedom to decide whether to post something or not. But they also have full responsibility. And as I don't feel capable of taking the responsibility that comes with publishing my kids' faces, I'll probably wait until they're old enough to help me making that decision. So you might ask yourselves why I show videos of my children at all if I am so scared. Well, that's what Peter and I have been talking about recently. I simply make videos about parts of my life, documenting my journey to more happiness, hoping to inspire people out there. And as Alba and Luisa are big parts of my life, they're seen as well. And that's the main reason why I show them online. But I want to do it right. That's why I did my research beforehand. The Swiss Police Department says that you should be aware of the reason why you are posting a video of your child. If you just do it for yourself, you shouldn't do it. So I asked myself, what's in it for Alba and Luisa? And found two main reasons why they benefit from it. The first one is something I mentioned in my second video a long time ago. Maybe I'll talk about it in more detail in the future. The second one is an educational one. My aim is to help my children develop their media competence so that one day, when they're confronted with it, they're capable of making good decisions for themselves. I don't teach them about stuff like grooming yet, but I show them all my videos before I post them. They don't have any other screen time, by the way. I explain to them why they're only shown from the back. I also ask them if it would be okay if their friends saw this, or if someone they don't like sees it. I want them to know what to take into account, what to pay attention to when they're posting anything later on, so that I will be able to trust them when they're older and use the internet on their own. So, today you heard a lot about my own opinion. I hope you know that, like always, I don't think that my opinion is the right one. Who am I to decide what's right or wrong? I just decide what's right for me, and as I'm their guardian, also for my kids. Knowing that I don't know everything and I could be wrong. So if you have another opinion, that's okay. You're allowed to have another opinion than me, and you're very welcome to share it. I'm open to learn from you guys. And if you're someone who shows your kids' faces online, please don't think that I judge you for that. I am not the kind of person who judges others. I have not walked in your shoes, so how could I? We are all brought up so differently. And there are places on this earth that I can't even imagine a little bit. So how would I know if what others do is good or bad? I just don't. So I can't judge anybody. And you shouldn't either. Please, if you ever comment on anything in the internet or in real life, keep this in mind and try to not hurt anybody. The world will be a better place if we learn to express criticism in an appropriate way and stop judging others for what they think is right. And with this, my first input about the subject is over. And hopefully you are brave enough to write about your own opinion in the comments to keep this discussion going. Thank you for accompanying us on this last walk in the moorland and around our little hut, high up in the mountains of Switzerland. This is the end. In next week's video, we'll be going back down to the valley for the winter. We'll be able to harvest some last things in the garden that we have abandoned to come up here. And we will go on a little trip with the van. So hopefully, see you all next week.